first bias that I have is that I'm a big believer in the power of individuals to shape history, which at least in US social science is a bit unpopular. That individuals can significantly define what agendas will be, not just for the domestic situation, but also then for the foreign policy of a country. Now, I am someone who considers themselves to be a scientist. I do not side with one of the two major political parties personally. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, but I need to be transparent and clear with you. I have never been more critical about a US president than I am with President Donald Trump. I don't like to make predictions whatsoever. I find predictions and that entire science to be completely misguided. One of my favorite social scientists is actually at Donald Trump's alma mater at the University of Pennsylvania, is Philip Tetlock. And there are two major books that I would commend to you. One book is called Political Judgment, and the other book is called Super Forecasters. Today I lectured about the future of American global leadership, but had a particular emphasis on what is happening in the United States domestically. The main argument is that American foreign policy is really decided by the President of the United States, and that there's been a serious transformation between the foreign policy of Barack Obama and the foreign policy of Donald Trump. So to understand the future of American foreign policy, you really have to understand what's happening inside the United States. What is the best way to know how you really behave? To look at your Google searches. To look at behavior where your true personality will come out. We say that we want politicians who express our policy preferences, who want to represent us, whether or not it's our participation in NATO or how we work with our EU allies, but then we elect someone like Donald Trump. And so one of the challenges that I'm working on personally outside of the scientific realm is how can we possibly become a bit more rational about the way that we choose our policy preferences. The reason why I came here to this university is one of the best students I've ever had, who studied both at the University of Bologna, where I teach, but also in my program at PGLF in Moscow, is a graduate of this institution. His mother's actually a vice rector, and I had to meet the students that are produced by this university if they perform as well as he does. And this is an amazing school, great location, and some energetic students.